Hello, my name is Archbishop Carlson. I'm the Archbishop of St. Louis, and I'm so proud of each of you, the academic work you do, the lessons in faith you've learned, and the way you look out for each other. Today, I would like to tell you how important each one of you are to me. I know you practice different drills throughout the year, fire drills, tornado drills, and earthquake drills. The firefighter in this video is going to teach you more about what you need to do in case of these emergency situations, both at school and at home. Please know that you, your classmates, and your teachers are in my daily prayers, and I ask you to remember me when you pray today. Thank you.
Today we're going to start off with some general safety messages for you guys. One of the first things I'd like to talk about is the importance of having 2 phone numbers memorized. A lot of high school students and even a lot of adults, they have all their contact information in their phone and they don't have anything memorized. So it's important in the case of an emergency especially to have phone numbers of loved ones or important people in your life that you can contact, to have those numbers memorized. We all know to call 911 when we need help, but nowadays it's important to know how to call 911 when you need help. A lot of homes don't even have a landline and they just use cell phones, right? Everyone has a phone in their pocket and a lot of them are locked. So it's important to know how to access the phone to call 911 in an emergency, even without that passcode. Every phone has a feature that you can call in an emergency without unlocking the phone. So it's important that you know about your phone, know how to access that, and even talk to your little brothers or sisters and teach them how to access the emergency features in your phone. Sometime you might find yourself in a situation where you're at somebody's house and you need to call 911, and the dispatcher will ask you what the address is. So can you guys think of a place you might go to find an address if you were at a house that was maybe unfamiliar to you? Yeah.
I would probably go outside and look at the side of the house where you can find the address or the mailbox.
Nice, Millie, that's a good answer. Can you guys think of anywhere else that you could find an address, maybe inside the home? Yeah.
You could find it on a piece of mail sitting on the table.
Right, on any kind of magazine or junk mail inside, there's always going to be the address, and you could look there and tell the 911 dispatcher what the address is. When you're on the phone with the 911 dispatcher, it's important to stay calm, listen to them, because they are there to help you. If an emergency were to occur and you couldn't use your phone or you didn't have a phone, it's good to think ahead and have a plan of where you could go for help. So that might be going next door to get a neighbor or even flagging down a passing car. A lot of teenagers and young adults are often home by themselves, or maybe they're home and caring for a younger brother or sister or babysitting a neighbor. It's a good idea to think about what you might do in an emergency before it happens. So if you were home alone and an emergency occurred, what would you do to reunite with your family or secure your house when you were by yourself? These are just easy conversations you can have when you're in the car or over dinner, just so that you and your family members are on the same page. When you have your emergency drills at school, there's 3 things I want you to do. First, I want you to do them quietly and listen to your teacher's instructions. They're the ones that are going to make the decisions to keep you safe. Secondly, I want you to take those drills seriously. That practice is very valuable in the case of a real emergency. Thirdly, I want you to not freak out, be brave, and listen to your teacher's instructions. Today we're going to be talking about earthquake drills. It's very important during any drill to stay silent and listen to your teacher's instructions. They're the ones who are going to make the decisions to get you to safety. Your school has developed an emergency plan for the entire building, but it differs from classroom to classroom, so it's important to know the plan for your classroom. If an earthquake was to occur, I want you to remember to drop, cover, and hold on. And what that would look like would be dropping to the ground, getting under a sturdy piece of furniture, and holding onto that furniture to make sure it stays above your head, so that falling debris doesn't injure you. After an earthquake occurs, you're going to want to leave the building in a quick but safe manner. Listen to your teacher's instructions and they'll help you get outside. When exiting the building, you might find that the exit you want to use is blocked and you'll have to use an alternative exit. Thinking about those things ahead of time will just make it easier in the event of an actual emergency. Once outside, you'll gather at your meeting place and your teacher will count and make sure that everybody has made it out safely. Any questions about earthquakes?
What do I do if I'm not in the classroom and there's an earthquake?
If you're not in your classroom and there's an earthquake, the rules don't change. You still want to drop, cover, and hold on. So find a sturdy piece of furniture, get underneath, and hold on to make sure it stays above your head. If you happen to find yourself in a room that doesn't have any furniture, for example, maybe a bathroom, you still want to drop and take cover in a corner or doorway, and that's going to be your safest place in that room. In the event of an earthquake, I want you to remember to not freak out, to be brave, and listen to your teacher's instructions. You guys practice earthquake drills at school quite a bit, but have you ever had an earthquake drill at home? It's really important to also practice earthquake drills at home. And an earthquake drill at home would look a lot like it does at school. You would still drop, cover, and hold on. So find a heavy piece of furniture like a desk, a chair, or a table, drop to the ground, cover under that table, and hold on to keep it above your head. If you happen to find yourself in a room in your house that has no furniture, for example, maybe a bathroom, you want to still drop and take cover in a corner or doorway, and that's going to be the safest place in that room. After an earthquake is over, it's important to go outside. You want to do this as quickly and as safely as possible. Once outside, you will gather at your meeting place where you can account for your family members to assure that everybody made it outside safely. So just like you practice your emergency drills at school, you need to practice those same emergency drills at home. And no matter what the case may be, I want you to not freak out, to be brave, and to stay safe.